Hello everybody, welcome to this week's video where we will be covering UFC Vegas 33. And before we get to that, let's go over just a few key things of all the fights last week. We went 2-5. We duplicated what we did the week before. I want to point out some things so we don't have people just saying things that I need to change shit up and all yeah. So basically, Yanez, we got this one. He looked like he was gonna get beat, but he came back and won that one in the second round. This one was pretty solid. He had pretty solid numbers. So thought that was pretty nice. And Casa only had one line, so I would have been surprised if he lost. Yanez won, of course. Now this fight pissed me off because a couple things here. So one key thing that I missed is that Maverick can become 1-1-3. And I don't know why I didn't put this here, but UFC Apex equals 1-1-3. And as we'll see into this fight and these fights that we cover, 1-1-3 is definitely relevant in the UFC. And as if you know anything about Gematria, 1-1-3 is a very relevant number. Basically, that's what they did here. They wanted to do a 1-1-3, even though Maverick, even though she definitely won that fight if it wasn't scripted and rigged, right guys? Rigged, scripted, whatever you want to say. But she didn't win. But it's because they wanted her to become 11-3. That's something that I missed here, but I will pay attention for that from now on. She also got. It's like Barbara got her second win by decision, and Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. That didn't really help us for shit, but the 1-1-3 was the clue, and I'll pay attention for that from now on. Then we went into Darren the Damage Elkins, and Elkins won. All of these things hit right here. Yeah, all of that hit right there. Elkins, he won by knockout. And I think it was in the second round, so this one doesn't apply here, but yeah, all of this right here for Minner getting his 12th loss, that's what I was mainly on, and it definitely happened, so we got that. And then let's get to this one, where Raulian Paiva, he won by majority decision over Phillips, which I thought was kind of bullshit too. This should have been a split decision at the very least. I don't know about that majority. The majority decision shit is just so like with certain sports books, they don't have to pay you out. Because some sports books have it where they'll pay you out on a split decision if you lose. The majority decision was so they didn't have to pay motherfuckers out. But Phillips looked like he was good, but this right here, Paiva became 21-3. UFC Fight Night equals 213. I mean, it was right here. There's that one. Phillips can become 9-2. Phillips versus Paiva equals 92 on single reduction. Some of you guys wonder why I do single reduction. All single reduction is it's exactly full reduction, but the only difference is S, instead of equaling 1, it equals 10. So in words or phrases that have the letter S in it, that is where single reduction becomes relevant. You could even call it S reduction. It's kind of funny. I think we can call it S reduction. I think that's better. But Phillips lost, and yeah, guys. Paiva also got his 21st win. Without all this, Phillips equals 73 in full reduction. 73 is the 21st prime. So Paiva had numbers. I was actually leaning on Paiva to begin with on this because of the 213, and then I talked myself out of it because of all this stuff. So, you know, no excuse. It's on me either way. And yeah, I mean, I can point out every reason why we win or lose, guys. It's not because they changed the flip the script. Like you guys say that, some people say that, and it's just like, if you pay attention to any of the work that I do here, then you would know that they don't flip the script. If you pay attention to any work with this in general, you know that they set this up years in advance. So for you to say they flipped the script, you have to accept defeat. You got to accept that you were on the wrong side. I do, and I was on the wrong side of 3 out of 5 of these. So I mean, it is what it is. Sandhagen had a lot of good numbers, but Dillashaw won. Another thing that I missed here for Dillashaw, that should have, as soon as I seen it, I should have known this, but Dillashaw's birthday had to be, Dillashaw's birthday is February 7th, the day of Super Bowl 55. As soon as I seen that, that should have been all I needed to see. And then I also covered the stuff about like the blood doping equal 184. He became 18-4. EPO equals 18. It was 18 date numerology. Yeah, guys, I mean, that's why we lost. But yeah, I mean, I just want to always go over why we win, why we lose. And that's why I decode both sides. I don't put in this work to be like, oh, they flipped the script, because I'm just gonna be real, that's ignorant. Like, if you know and pay attention to what's going on here, how could you say they flipped any script when you know that they set this up years in advance? They're so meticulous that they're just smarter and more ahead than us. So we have to, and it's not that necessarily that they're smarter, they just have it way more ahead and planned out than we sometimes can imagine. So we have to accept defeat and learn from it. That's all we can do. And if you guys can't do that, you'll never grow or improve. So that being said, let's get to our first fight. And now we're to our first of 6 UFC fights in the main card, and UFC Fight Night, UFC Vegas 33. And our first fight, we have Brian Bam Bam Barberena versus Jason the Vanilla Gorilla Witt. And real quick, if you guys could please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and hit the notification bell. It would greatly be appreciated. And join Hidden Gem if you're not already. Link in the description. And to continue, we have Barberena's record at 15-7-0. He has 10 wins by knockout, 2 wins by submission, 3 wins by decision, 2 losses by KO, 1 loss by submission, 4 losses by decision. Witt's record is 18-7-0. He has 3 wins by KO, 8 wins by submission, 6 wins by decision, 1 win by disqualification, 5 losses by KO, 2 losses by submission. Things that favor Barberena. Barberena can become 7-5 in UFC. Brian equals 75. Round 3 equals 75. UFC Fight Night equals 75 in full reduction. Barberena can become 16-7. 167 is the 39th prime. Sub equals 39. Barberena equals 39 in full reduction. Barberena can get his 16th win on 16 date numerology. Knockout equals 106. Barberena can get his 11th win by knockout. Knockout equals 110. The Vanilla Gorilla equals 101. Kansas City, Missouri equals 110 in single reduction. Jason the Vanilla Gorilla Witt equals 111 in full reduction. Barberena can get his 3rd win by submission. Brian equals 30. Saturn equals 30 in single reduction. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Barberena can get his 4th win by decision. Bam Bam equals 40. Witt can get his 8th loss. Split decision equals 80. KO equals 8 in full reduction. Witt can get his 6th loss by KO. Enterprise equals 60. UFC Fight Night equals 60. Barberena equals 60. Brian equals 60. Gem O equals 60. Witt can get his 3rd loss by submission. Brian equals 30. Saturn equals 30 in single reduction. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Witt can get his 1st loss by decision. Barberena versus Witt equals 100. Brian Barberena versus Jason Witt equals 100 in full reduction. Things that favor Witt. Witt can become 2-2 in UFC on 79 date numerology. 79 is the 22nd prime. Unanimous decision equals 79 in full reduction. The Vanilla Gorilla equals 79 in full reduction. Barberena can become 6-6 in UFC on 31/7. 317 is the 66th prime. Barberena equals 66. Round 3 equals 66. Enterprise equals 66 in single reduction. 66 is the 11th triangular. Knockout equals 110. The Vanilla Gorilla equals 101. Kansas City, Missouri equals 110 in single reduction. Jason the Vanilla Gorilla Witt equals 111 in full reduction. Witt can become 19-7. 197 is the 45th prime. Fight equals 45. Our Fight Night equals 45. UFC Vegas 33 equals 45 in single reduction. Split decision equals 197. Witt can get his 19th win. Saturday equals 109. Witt can get his 4th win by KO. Bam Bam equals 40. Witt can get his 9th win by submission. UFC Vegas 33 equals 90. Brian Barberina equals 90. Witt can get his 9th win by decision. Gloria MMA and fitness equals 70 in full reduction. Barberina can become 15-8. Brian Bam Bam Barberina equals 158. Barberina can get his 8th loss. Split decision equals 80. KO equals 8 in full reduction. Barberina can get his 3rd loss by knockout. Brian equals 30. Saturn equals 30 in single reduction. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Barberina can get his 2nd loss by submission. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. My pick is going to be Jason the Vanilla Gorilla Witt. And I think that's a funny nickname, the Vanilla Gorilla. My pick is going to be Witt moneyline plus 230. And there's going to be a few reasons to this. I think this is going to be the upset of the night here. I don't know I think it might go to decision. But I'm not 100% sure on that by any means. But I am going with Witt here. I think this is going to be the upset of the night. And it's because Witt can become 2-2 in UFC. I really like this. I really like this line. I really like this line. And I really like this line here. It's like how all of them can line up perfectly with the record. Where Barberina has this, which that could happen, but I don't think it will. And it's because I feel Vegas Insider is pushing that with Jason Witt, the Vanilla Gorilla, has no chance pretty much in this. And this is the UFC, and this is a main card fight. This is the main card fights, guys. Everybody has a chance. So so that right there kind of leads me to believe that they don't want you on the biggest underdog of the night, in my opinion. And that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Witt here. He has solid numbers. The public's not on him. It's looking good for Witt. And that being said, I'll see you guys on fight number 2. On main card fight number 2 of 6. And we have Ryan Babyface Benoit versus Zaruk the Lion Adashev. Benoit, I'm assuming that's how you say his name, guys. It's whatever. Benoit's record is 10-7. He's 8 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, 1 win by decision, 2 losses by submission, 5 losses by decision. Adashev's record is 3-3-0. He has 2 wins by KO, 1 win by decision, 1 loss by knockout, 1 loss by submission, 1 loss by decision. Things that favor Benoit. Benoit can get his 11th win, unanimous decision, equals 110. Okay, it's either 110 or 101, guys. I don't know why I didn't put that there, but it's like 110 or 101. Knockout is 110. Zaruk the Lion Adashev equals 111 in single reduction. Adashev, that's probably how you say it, Adashev, because he's like from Kyrgyzstan or some shit. Benoit can get his 9th win by knockout. UFC Vegas 33 equals 90. Benoit can get his 2nd win by submission. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Benoit can get his 2nd win by decision. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Adashev can become 3-4. The Lion equals 34. Benoit equals 34. Nevada equals 34. Adashev can get his 4th loss. Zaruk equals 40 in full reduction. Adashev can get his 2nd loss by KO, submission, or decision. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Things that favor Adashev. Adashev can become 1-2 in the UFC. Ryan Babyface Benoit equals 102. Lions Martial Arts Gym equals 102 in single reduction. Zaruk the Lion Adashev equals 102 in full reduction. Ryan Benoit versus Zaruk Adashev equals 120. Benoit can become 3-6 in the UFC. Main card equals 36 in full reduction. UFC Vegas 33 equals 36 in full reduction. Adashev can become 4-3 on 43-date numerology. Knockout equals 43. Las Vegas, Nevada equals 43 in full reduction. Adashev can get his 4th win. Zaruk equals 40 in full reduction. Adashev can get his 3rd win by knockout on the 3rd day of his age. Saturn equals 30 in single reduction. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Adashev can get his 2nd win by decision. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Benoit can become 10-8. Fight night equals 108. Benoit can get his 8th loss, split decision equals 80, Zaruk Adashev equals 80, KO equals 8 and full reduction. Benoit can get his 6th loss by decision, Adashev equals 60, UFC Fight Night equals 60, Enterprise equals 60, Sub equals 6 and full reduction. Benoit can get his 1st loss by KO, Janjura Muay Thai equals 100, KO equals 100, TKO equals 10 and full reduction. My pick is going to be Zaruk the Lion Adashev, and I'm going to pick Adashev moneyline plus 124. And I like so with the numbers the lines being so close to each other, I think Adashev's the one to go with. He also has the much better numbers here, so you want to take the better numbers and the better value here. I'm not all about value, guys, but he has the better numbers and the better value, and it kind of seems like, why wouldn't we go with Adashev here? So he pretty much needs this win. So I would say that he needs this win to keep his UFC career going. So I don't know. I doubt that they're not going to do a 102 ritual with him. So I'm going to go with Adashev here, guys. Again, if you guys have any thoughts about any of these fights, leave it in the comments below. And yeah, let's get to fight number 3. And now we are to fight 3 out of 6. And we have Nicholas Green Mask Stolzie versus Jared Nitrate Guden. I'm sorry. Stolzie's record is 12-4. He has 4 wins by knockout, 5 wins by submission, 3 wins by decision, 4 losses by decision. Guden's record is 17-6-0. He has 7 wins by knockout, 6 wins by submission, 4 wins by decision, 1 loss by knockout, 5 losses by decision. Things that favor Stolzie. Stolzie can become 1-1 in the UFC. Knockout equals 110. Night Train equals 110. Stolzie can become 13-4. X3 Sports equals 134. Stolzie can get his 13th win. Submission equals 130. Las Vegas equals 130. Stolzie can get his 6th win by submission. UFC Fight Night equals 60. Enterprise equals 60. Guden equals 60. Sub equals 6 and full reduction. Guden can get his 2nd loss by knockout. Jared equals 20 and full reduction. Nevada equals 20 and full reduction. Guden can get his 6th win by decision, or 6th loss by decision. UFC Fight Night equals 60. Enterprise equals 60. Guden equals 60. Guden can get his 1st loss by submission. Jared Night Train Guden equals 100 and full reduction. Things that favor Guden. Guden can get his he can get his 18th win. Stolzie versus Guden equals 180. Fight Night equals 108. Guden can get his 8th win by knockout. Magdeburg, Germany equals 80 and full reduction. Knockout equals 8 and full reduction. Stolzie can become 12-5. Green Mask versus Night Train equals 125. Stolzie can get his 1st loss by knockout. Knockout equals 10. TKO equals 10 full reduction. Jared Night Train Guden equals 100 and full reduction. Stolzie can get his 1st loss by submission. Jared Night Train Guden equals 100 and full reduction. And my pick is going to be Nicholas Green Mask Stolzie, and my bet is going to be Stolzie moneyline minus 192. And it's because Guden, he just does not defend himself very well. He has, like, his fight stance, like, he keeps his hands down too much. He takes too many shots to the face. I just would not want to go with him being this big of an underdog. It's actually for a good reason. You know, the guy, in comparison to other professional fighters, he just doesn't protect himself as much as he needs to, and he doesn't have the flash that you would want as an underdog in this fight, in my opinion. In this one, I think Stolzie wins, and I don't think it's going to be a close fight. It could be, but either way, Stolzie's going to win, in my opinion. This is what I see based off the numbers and based off of the fighter matchup. I think Stolzie will be the guy here. And that being said, let's get to fight number 4. And now we're on fight number 4 out of 6. And we have Cheyenne Bays versus Gloria Glorinha de Paula. I think that's how you say her nickname. Bay's record is 5-2-0. She has 1 win by knockout, 4 wins by decision, 2 losses by decision. Paula's record is 5-3-0. She has 3 wins by knockout, 2 wins by decision, 3 losses by decision. Things that favor Bay's. Bay's can become 6-2. Gloria equals 62. Bay's can get her 6th win. Paula equals 60. UFC Fight Night equals 60. Enterprise equals 60. Bay's versus Paula equals 60 in single reduction. Bay's can get her 2nd win by knockout. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Paula can become 5-4. Main card equals 54. Paula can get her 1st loss by knockout. Gloria equals 100. Knockout equals 10. TKO equals 10 in full reduction. Things that favor Paula. Paula can become 6-3. Main card equals 63. Fight night equals 63. Paula can get her 6th win. Paula equals 60. UFC Fight Night equals 60. Enterprise equals 60. Bay's versus Paula equals 60 in single reduction. Paula can get her 3rd win by decision. Saturn equals 30 in single reduction. Bay's can become 5-3 on 16 date numerology. The 16th prime is 53. Saturday equals 53. Bay's can get her 3rd loss. Saturn equals 30 in single reduction. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Bay's can get her 3rd loss by decision. Saturn equals 30 in single reduction. Bay's can get her 1st loss by knockout. Gloria equals 100. Knockout equals 10. TKO equals 10 in full reduction. Now, I'm going to go with Gloria to Paula, and I'm going to bet Paula moneyline plus 150. And a couple reasons why is because both of these fighters, this is their 2nd fight in the UFC. So I didn't put the 11s here because it wasn't going to help us at all. But what did stick out is the main card equals 63 and fight night equals 63. We have seen plenty of times where fight night numbers definitely play out. I am definitely going with the fight night numbers and the date numerology on this one, guys. I think that's the differentiator. Bay's could get this become 6-2 because Gloria equals 62, but I don't think that is what they're doing. So I'm gonna go to Paula, and also Bay's is way overfavored in this fight, in my opinion. Like she was superly overfavored in her last fight, and she is still overfavored here, in my opinion. I don't think that she's gonna win this one. Because of the numbers and the way that the lines look are kind of fishy to me. But that being said, let's get to fight number 5. Right, guys, and it's getting a little bit juicier because we are now to the co-main event of the evening, which is also fight number 5 out of 6. And we have Kyung Ho, Mr. Perfect Kong versus Uriah. I think that's how you say his name. Kong's record is 17-8-0. He has 1 no contest, 2 wins by knockout, 11 wins by submission, 4 wins by decision, 1 loss by knockout, 1 loss by submission, 5 losses by decision, 1 disqualification. Yaya's record is 27-10-1 and 1 no contest, 21 wins by submission, 6 wins by decision, 2 losses by knockout, 1 loss by submission, 7 losses by decision, 1 draw. Things that favor Kong. Kong can get his 18th win. Fight night equals 108. Kong can get his 3rd win by knockout. Ronnie equals 80 or 30. Excuse me. Saturn equals 30 in single reduction. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Kong can get his 12th win by submission. Ronnie Yaya equals 102. Kong can get his 5th win by decision. Mr. Perfect equals 50 in full reduction. Yaya can get his 11th loss. Square root of 121 is 11. Co-main event is 121. Knockout is 110. Kong versus Ronnie Yaya equals 110. Kyung Ho equals 101. Unanimous decision equals 101. Yaya can get his 3rd loss by decision. Ronnie equals 30. Saturn equals 30 in single reduction. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Yaya can get his 2nd loss by submission. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Yaya can get his 8th loss by decision. Unanimous decision equals 80. Things that favor Yaya. Yaya can become 13-4 in the UFC. Kyung Ho Kang's or Kong equals 134. Kong versus Yaya equals 134. Yaya can get his 13th UFC win. Las Vegas equals 130. Submission equals 130. Kyung Ho, Mr. Perfect Kong equals 103 in full reduction. Yaya can become 28-10. 281 is the 60th prime. Yaya equals 60. Enterprise equals 60. UFC Fight Night equals 60. Yaya can get his 28th win. KO equals 28. Round 1 equals 28 in full reduction. Saturday equals 28 in full reduction. Yaya can get his 22nd win by submission on 79 date numerology. 79 is his 22nd prime. Kong can become 17-9. 179 is the 41st prime. Las Vegas equals 41 in single reduction. Submission equals 41 in full reduction. Kong can get his 9th loss. UFC Vegas 33 equals 90. Kong can get his 2nd loss by knockout. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Kong can get his 2nd loss by submission. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Kong can get his 6th loss by decision. Yaya equals 60. Enterprise equals 60. UFC Fight Night equals 60. And my pick here, guys, is going to be Ronnie Yaya. And I'm going to take Yaya money line plus 108. And a few reasons being here is the lines are actually pretty close. I see this as more of an even lined game than him being an underdog here. And I fully expect the public to be on Kong because Yaya is he's purely a grappling expert. And today's UFC highly undervalues grappling expertise. And that's why Kong is the favorite and why the public is going to be on Kong more because of statistics and all of that. Also, I do think that Yaya can win this by submission, but I am just taking him money line right now. Come fight time, I might take the submission prop. I don't see what the odds are right now, but tomorrow I probably will be able to see them. And I'll probably look into taking Yaya winning by a submission. But moneyline is the main play on every single fight here. I'm not looking to get cute on any of these really, except for the $5 parlay. Other than that, I'm just taking all of these moneyline as my main play here. And I'm purely playing on the $100 challenge account because I'm trying to boost that the fuck up. So there is that. And yeah, guys, we are done with our co-main event. Let's get to our 6th and final fight. And it is time for our main event of the evening and fight number 6 out of 6. And for our fight, we have Uriah Primetime Hall versus Sean Tarzan Strickland. Hall's record is 18-9-0. Wikipedia says he has 17 wins. So does Tapology and SureDog. To that one guy that says Tapology is different from Wikipedia, they're the same numbers. So 13 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission, 3 wins by decision, 4 losses by knockout, 5 losses by decision. Strickland's record is 23-3-1, 10 wins by knockout, 4 wins by submission, 9 wins by decision, 1 loss by knockout, 2 losses by decision. Things that favor Hall. Hall can get his 11th UFC win. Strickland equals 111. Unanimous decision equals 101. Knockout equals 110. Hall can become 19-9. 199 equals 46 and equals the 46th prime. TKO equals 46. Hall can get his 19th win. Saturday equals 109. Hall can get his 14th win by knockout on 43 date numerology. 43 is the 14th prime. Main event is 140. Knockout equals 43. Las Vegas, Nevada equals 43 in full reduction. Hall can get his 2nd win by submission. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Hall can get his 4th win by decision. Team Quest equals 40 in single reduction. Main event equals 40 in full reduction. Strickland can get his 4th loss. Team Quest equals 40 in single reduction. Main event equals 40 in full reduction. Strickland can get his 2nd loss by KO. Nevada equals 20 in full reduction. Strickland can get his 3rd loss by decision. Saturn equals 30 in single reduction. Uriah equals 30 in full reduction. Things that favor Strickland. And guys, remember when I was talking about that Miranda Maverick fight and how we lost because she became 11-3. with a 113 ritual. Well, sit back and get your popcorn because we have things that favor Strickland. Strickland can become 11-3 in the UFC, just as purely as UFC record. Main card fight is 113. UFC Apex equals 113. 113 is the 30th prime. Saturn equals 30 in single reduction. Round 3 equals 30 in full reduction. Also, guys, if you guys, UFC Apex equals 113 and 32. With that condo collapse that happened, there was 32. They said there was 32 confirmed dead and 113 injured, something like that. Look up that article. UFC Apex equals those same two numbers. So I don't know what the direct connection between those two are, or if UFC is just making a tribute to that. I don't know what it is, but that's just something I found interesting. Strickland can get his 11th UFC win. Strickland equals 111. Unanimous decision equals 101. Knockout equals 110. Strickland can get his 24th win. Sean equals 24. Strickland can get his 11th win by knockout. Strickland equals 111. Knockout equals 110. Strickland can get his 5th win by submission. Main event equals 50. Team Quest equals 50. Hall can become 10-8 in the UFC. Fight night equals 108. Primetime equals 108. Uriah Primetime Hall equals 108. Hall can become 18-10. 181 is the 41st prime. Las Vegas equals 41 in single reduction. Submission equals 41 in full reduction. Hall can get his 10th loss. 10th prime is 29. KO equals 10. TKO equals 10 in full reduction. Knockout equals 29 in full reduction. Round 2 equals 29 in full reduction. Hall can get his 5th loss by knockout. Main event equals 50. Team Quest equals 50. Hall can get his 6th loss by decision. Enterprise equals 60. UFC Fight Night equals 60. My pick is going to be Sean Tarzan Strickland, and I'm going to bet Strickland moneyline minus 196. And there's a few things here. So I cannot fade the 113. After I really got to grasp and understand why we lost that Miranda Maverick fight, because she fell to 113. I'll probably never sleep. I'll probably never sleep on that number again. If I see that, I'll be paying attention for it, guys. Like in all sports, because that Miranda Maverick fight was we really got shafted on that, to put it in the sweetest way possible. And yeah, I'm gonna make sure that we're on the right side of those bullshit calls from now on. So like we're betting on the I'm gonna try to make sure that we're betting on the bullshit calls. So either way, guys. Strickland can become 11-3 in the UFC. We can't fade that after knowing that. Hall can become 18-10, 181, 41 first prime. He can also become 10-8 in the UFC. Primetime equals 108. Uriah Primetime Hall equals 108. UFC our Fight Night equals 108. We can't really. I don't think we can really fade that. And looking into this, if I had to pick how this fight ends, I'm leaning 3rd round by submission. I think Strickland might win this by submission in the 3rd round. But I'm just gonna take all these fights money line, and if I feel cute and curious tomorrow, I'll do it. I'll throw something on whatever I'm feeling tomorrow. But just for the sake of this, we're going to take all of these straight up with one $5 parlay. We have all of our fights, all 6 fights. I would love to go 6 out of 6, wouldn't we all? But 4 out of 6 is the goal here. If we want at least 4 out of 6 of these fights. So, because that'll make us have a great day. Especially if we get 6 out of 6, that'll be amazing. But that being said, guys, those are all of my picks and predictions for UFC Vegas 33. Hope you guys enjoyed the decodes. If you guys have any thoughts, make sure again to comment below any of your thoughts, and I'll see you guys over on Stake Now. Hey, you want to protect yourself online? Do you want to access the sports books that I use? You will need a VPN. Sign up for Pure VPN with the link in the description. Alright guys, welcome to Stake. And again, sign up for Stake in the link in the description. You'll need a VPN. I'm sure you just seen that. But yeah guys, I'm going to put in the $5 parlay. It's just with the challenge account. It's going to be with which moneyline Adashev money line, Stolzie's money line, Paula money line, Uriah money line, and Strickland money line. And do I have all of them correct? Yeah, just making sure everything was correctly here. So we have all 6 picks, and yeah, guys, it's plus 8,323 odds that all 6 of them hit, and we'll make a good chunk of change. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bet $25 on every single one of these picks, guys, money line. So now we get to Jason Witt, and I'm going to put $25 on him, and then we are going to call it, because again, I'm not going to bet on the other ones until the Vanilla Gorillas fight's ready. When that fight starts, then I'll bet on Adashev, and then when that fight starts, I'll bet on the next one. So you don't want all your money locked in beforehand, because fights don't take that long. You can bet right beforehand and be good. So I'm putting 25 on Witt today, and yeah, guys, that is everything. That is everything I had to cover fight wise. If you guys made it this far, again, if you guys could please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, it'd be really awesome and greatly appreciated. But also, be prepared for Sunday. Sunday, I will have another video, an announcement video, and I will blast it everywhere, detailing the terms and everything for the Hidden Gem Fantasy Football Leagues. We will have multiple leagues ranging from $5 entry fees all the way to $100. And if we want to do bigger leagues, we'll have to, bigger prize leagues, we'll have to see as a community. But stay tuned for that, guys. We're doing something really big. It's gonna be an awesome promotion, awesome community event that's all football season long, and every single one of you guys are invited. So stay tuned for the announcement on Sunday, August 1st. You guys won't want to miss it, and you guys will want to get involved if you guys love betting on football or fantasy football or just engaging with the community. So that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you guys kill it on fight night. I'm looking forward to this weekend and all of us doing great. I hope you guys have, again, a great weekend, and I will catch you guys later.